Hey guys, this is part 2 of my personal story. So where we left off, I'm gonna go back to all the way to 6th grade. I'm gonna go all the way back to where I started online. My first friend online was Stephen Akele. He's actually a really good friend of mine, which again we don't ever talk, so he wouldn't really be considered my good friend. He'd just be, like an acquaintance now. Yeah, we don't ever talk anymore. But it's like, I was first desperate for friends because I didn't know anything about PlayStation Plus. And all of a sudden, I played him and I met him in battle mini games, and he was actually. He actually sent me a friend request, which I was so happy because I was my first friend. And then all of a sudden I started getting random friend requests, and one of them, and then the first one that randomly came right after Stephen Accolade was Kid Thunder. Now Kid Thunder, we talk some, but it's very rarely. So I mean, yeah, we met, in battle mini games, the same. At first, when I invited him to a party, and he didn't have a mic, and so we were just talking, and then right after that, I met a guy named Blah Ha 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 Ha, I consider him, I call him Redstone Master. Because he's really good at redstone on Minecraft. And yeah, we started hanging out a ton. Like, we would always, but yet again, he would always be talking about strange things. So I was following along with him. I always knew that he was lying because he was one of those people who said, "Oh, I banged my girlfriend last night," and stuff like that. And then I started, and then this is like right after I started my YouTube career, like not YouTube career, but like I started my YouTube account. So I was so happy that I had actually, I had a YouTube account and I had a PlayStation Plus where I could talk to people. I thought I was gonna talk. I had that back then. I thought I had fans, so I thought, shoot, man, everybody's gonna be coming clustering in here to talk to me, and it's the complete opposite. And yeah, I ended up unfriending him, and then I refriended him because I missed him. Because back then I missed a ton of people, and then. I got a friend request by, somebody named McLovin, or as I call him, Elias Cobos, because that's his name. And yeah, me and him talked every single day. Every day, as I got on, he was on. We were always talking for about a couple of months now. And then I met Mari H 613. He blocked me because we were in a major argument, and yeah, and now he's like talking all this crap about me, but I don't really care no more. And then I got my first Call of Duty game, which I was so happy, which was Infinite Warfare. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna meet so many people here, but I didn't meet one person. All it was just just people talking. And yeah. And yeah, and then I met Summoner 3DS, which every time he'd kick me out of his parties, la 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 la. And then we finally met, then I finally met Easy Guyo. And me and him talked all the time as well. At first he didn't have a mic, but then I was actually able to hear him, that was a big deal because you know I've always wanted to know what he sounded like. And anyways, but yeah, and yeah. Then right after that, they started saying something about me to Summoner 3DS about how cool I am. So, and so then me and Summoner 3DS started talking a ton, and yeah, we started hanging out, you know, and Summoner tried to I had a diamond pickaxe. I died by Easy Guyo, so to hide my pickaxe and all my diamonds. I thought that was pretty funny, and yeah. And then I met Aim Shoot Kill while I was playing Ratchet and Clank, and yeah, and then you know then he introduced me to Ahmed _ Alicia, and then they introduced me to Killer K, and then an Electro, and OG Moon Cricket, and we met. Killer K and OG Moon Cricket trolled me by Herobrine because back then I was really gullible, and I learned a lot by them. Yeah, one of them being that not to mess with them because they will literally kill me in roasting battles. I messed completely when I was trying to roast them. And then second of all, Herobrine's not real. But now I'm into the trolling business with them. Like I try to get as many trolls as possible. I made up a day called Trolling Day every month on the 21st. It is Trolling Day, which means that I'm made my own competition to where we need to see if I want to see if how many, you know, I made my own goal, which means that, you know, I want to get at least 2 trolls in, or at least 1 troll. And now, I mean, it's kind of hard now. Well, not really that hard now because I figured out different ways to troll, and there's different ways I like to troll. One of them being that, you know, I'll go in the mic and start doing, you know, ear rape and stuff. So that's also a type of troll that I do. And then right after that, Summoner 3DS switched to an account called X-Pulse-420, which by that time we were all just like really good friends at this point. I don't know if I'm still friends with X-Pulse, but I know that he is one of my subscribers, I believe, unless he unsubscribed. But and then we started getting into fights a lot, causing him to unfriend me, and then me crawling back to him because, you know, I was bored. And then we would play along for like a couple of months, and then all of a sudden we'd have another argument that I caused. All these arguments I caused, and yeah, I mean, and then I got into, you know, not caring, and then that got me all the way down, because now, like, that got me nowhere, because now I'm pretty much friendless now. I don't really have a lot of friends now that I actually talk to, so yeah. But the main reason I'm on here was because of all the people that I named. And then there was random people friend requesting me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so successful. I'm not. That was not success at all. It was actually, I call it greed, because, you know, hey, I thought I was gonna be, I was gonna be the most friendly person on earth. No, I'm not. I feel like I'm the worst person on earth, because I've caused all these problems. Adding people into group chats to troll, that's a mistake. Now I'm like, do not add me in a group chat ever again. Yeah, because you know, hey, everybody hates group chats. Why not troll them with that? And yeah, and yesterday morning, me and X-Pulse got into an extremely bad, not fight, but I caused him to unfriend me by doing too much ear rape. And now it's kind of hard to explain, but I don't care if he comes back or not, but I mean, I've been causing so much trouble and I wanted to apologize for that. So, I mean, I just wanted to apologize, and my personal story will not end. It will not end. Okay, because there's still stuff that I don't tell y'all that I want to tell y'all. I had this vision of me actually, doing videos and talking about my day at your school. But yet again, I'd get so much hate because, nobody cared about me and my day. But yet again, I still did it. And it got me somewhere. And then I had another vision of me being friends again with X-Pulse, and then I had another vision of me and the Killer K and Electro Gamer and Onion Block and all these different people being in arguments in a roast battle and me losing. And then God smacking me on the head with a PS4 controller, saying to quit, and me just saying, no, Father, I'm not. And then him just beating me down with life. And then, I mean, it's hard. Like, I don't know where life is gonna take me, but I hope it's gonna be somewhere good. Because I'm an autistic person, and I'm always been bullied, and I never knew what it was like to actually have a good day. I never knew of what a good day was. Not just being bullied by one person was a good day. It was the best day in the world because I didn't have multiple people constantly, and roasting me and everything, slapping me in the back of the neck. I never understood that, and I always thought that, hey, they're playing with me. They weren't, they were bullying me. And then I actually got into roasting them. I roasted some people, and most of them roasted me. At first I didn't know how to roast, and I still don't. But I'm not the same person as I used to be. Back then I used to be addicted to pornography. And that crushed me. That crushed me so hard. Because that actually was terrible. And the consequences were tremendous. Like, the cost was the price that I had to pay was something that money couldn't even involve. It was guilt, it was shame, and it was me actually having to admit it to somebody. And now I'm admitting it to the whole world. That, hey, I did this, and I'm sorry. And I don't know if anybody will be watching this or not, but I hope somebody is. And I hope they'd understand what I was going through.